Hello Namibia and welcome to NMH at 1 on Tuesday the 23rd of March 2021. I am your host Priska Agnolo and we trust that you enjoyed Independence Day and the long weekend. Stay tuned for COVID-19 vaccination news from the Irongo region, an update on the recent train derailment in Swakopmund and community news from Keetmanshoop. To get started. In transport news, the battle to officially recognize seven-seaters as taxis continues. In Rundu, operators over the weekend, according to the Namibia Press Agency, demanded approval for travel beyond the current limit set at 55 kilometers. According to owners and drivers, it does not make any sense to drop passengers halfway through a journey. Moving on to our COVID-19 news. Yesterday, health authorities reported that only 50 vaccinations against COVID-19 have been done so far. An update on this number is expected this afternoon. As it stands, Namibia by Sunday tested almost 320,000 people for the virus, with an average of just more than 1,500 tests processed daily during the past week. Out of the country's more than 42,600 confirmed cases, 93% or 39,500 have been cleared as recovered, with 2,645 active cases remaining. Fatalities over the past week rose to 494 or 1.16% of those tested. Close to 2,000 people were still housed in official quarantine facilities, with more entries, 1,587, reported last week than exits, which numbered at 1,424. Jumping into our video news section. The Director of Health in the Irongo region, Anna Jonas, welcomes the start of the vaccination campaign against COVID-19 and reminded people that healthcare workers are first in line for protection. Our office at the Coast reports.
Okay, thank you. I think for now the rollout, we are targeting the healthcare workers. Healthcare workers, we mean everyone that's providing healthcare services to the public. That's our nurses, doctors, environmental cleaners, admin staff that are working within the hospitals. It can be private or public facilities. But the district that we're starting with is Swakopmund and Walvis Bay. The second phase is yet to be determined as to who will come specifically, but we're looking at, for now, the age group that we are looking at is the age group of 18 up to not more than 60, so 59 years below. For now, we are implementing Sinopharm, and then we are also expecting other vaccines, which may also then include other categories.
The cleanup operation following a train accident in Swakopmund a week ago continues. The rails were, however, open to traffic again shortly before 7 on Saturday evening. Irene Marie van der Valt was there. Keetmanshoop Youth Initiative last week donated a bed to a 75-year-old resident. The organization calls on Namibians to assist with the donation of blankets and other necessities before winter arrives. Elizabeth Joseph compiled the following footage.
Last week, a group of young people called the Keetmanshoop Youth Initiative went to an informal settlement here in Keetmanshoop, and they found that there was an elderly man aged 75 sleeping on the floor. They then decided to come together and brainstorm, and then found that there was someone that wanted to donate a bed. So they got a bed and they delivered it to the elderly man. As you can see in the pictures, they are now further just discussing how they can get warm clothing, food, and blankets for the elderly man. They are still in the process of getting someone to donate all of those things. This is not the first and certainly not the last project that the group has taken on, and they say that they look forward to more of these projects. If there is anyone that would like to donate, you can call 081 330 6665.
Next up, we look at what is leading the print news in Namibia today. Like most dailies, the Namibian Sun reports on the ordeal of a gay couple whose newborn twins have been refused entry into the country. The matter will on Thursday be the subject of an urgent application in the Windhoek High Court. According to Republican, at least 11 persons died in motor vehicle accidents over the long weekend. The Afrikaans Daily focuses on a tragic accident outside of Riebeek in which 5 people died on Saturday night. The Algemeine Zeitung leads with the latest on Namibia's vaccination campaign against COVID-19, which commenced on Friday. About 5,000 health workers have, according to the Namibian, already indicated their willingness to receive the vaccination. This is about 10% of the country's total number of health professionals. New Era leads with President Hage Geingoob's message on the country's 31st independence celebrations that Namibia's success depends on the contributions of all of its citizens. From inside the daily newspapers. MarketWatch reports that the Wage Commission, during consultations on a possible national minimum wage for the country, will take into account factors like unemployment, as well as the ability of industries to pay any prescribed remuneration. The Zone brings you weekly youth news, including contributions from Jan Moore Secondary School and Windhoek High School. Sport Wrap reports on Uganda's cricket tour to Namibia early in April. The Namibian reports on plans to develop the Van Ryn Dam outside of Keetmanshoop and investment challenges experienced with this project. A New Era tells why self-proclaimed prophet Jackson Barbie was refused bail in Windhoek on Friday on charges of the illegal possession of rhino horn. The Nalitungwa and Hadino Hishongwe informal settlements have, according to Namibian Sun, been visited to evaluate progress with sanitation projects. This may result in the granting of status free from the problem of defecation in open areas. Heated arguments were heard in the High Court on Friday between the legal teams of the tourism giant Gondwana and Hollard Insurance. Republican reports that a judgment in this COVID-19 related matter is expected on the 13th of April. In Algemeine Zeitung, you can read about forestry and water issues in the Kavango related to plans to extract oil in this environmentally sensitive area of southern Africa. The report follows on a recent visit to this area by a team of our reporters and videographers. And that is it for today, Namibia. We wish you a lovely Tuesday ahead. I've been your host, Priska Agnolo. Do stay tuned for our weather report and do join us at lunchtime tomorrow for another roundup of local news from across Namibia.